Morning and welcome to the channel. In today's episode, I am sowing the last few of my fall seeds before I am in maintain mode. And if you'd like to know what I'm sowing today, stay tuned. This morning I'm out. It's not bright and early. I couldn't manage bright and early. It is windy, so if you don't like to hear wind chimes, today's video is not for you. But I hope you stay. I purchased a second Greenstalk. It's windy, y'all. My camera's moving everywhere. My apologies. I purchased a second Greenstalk on Father's Day. Now, I did not know, nobody told me, that Greenstalk seems to regularly have sales. And on Father's Day, I saw, okay, this shaking camera is too much. On Father's Day, I saw that they had a sale because I'm on the mailing list and they send me all these emails about everything nowadays. And they were having a sale on a Greenstalk. And I wanted to capitalize on the Greenstalk experience because I do have this Greenstalk here that I got for Mother's Day. I do apologize. I sprayed myself with homemade bug spray and I have become a bee magnet. So there's a bee trying to land on me. Every time I spray myself down with that, the bees try to come and take advantage of me. I don't understand. I know I'm sweet, but I mean, come on. But anyway, I bought this Greenstalk during the Mother's Day sale, and I bought myself this Greenstalk during the Father's Day sale. And I know y'all probably saying, well, why you buy yourself a Greenstalk on Father's Day? I'm in solidarity to all the women who play double duty, who for whatever reason have to be mother and father. So this Greenstalk is for you. Now, I do know that they have a Labor Day sale going on, buy one, get one, I think half off. So if you're interested in a Greenstalk, I'm not affiliated, but if you've been looking into getting one and you're waiting for a sale, they have a sale going on. So take a look. They even have released a couple of new colors. Excited about that because my sister loves the color black. Oh, there's a bee in my face. My sister loves the color black, but I didn't partake. She told me she didn't want it, so I didn't buy it. But they have another one called peppercorn. I thought that was really pretty. So take a look at it, y'all. Bees. Let's get started. I don't have feedback on what I think about growing in my first Greenstalk. What I can say is that just off the rip, it seems to take a lot of watering. You have to water this by hand uh, several times. I'm not an everyday waterer because I have the vast majority of my stuff on drip, and you gotta water this. I'm just gonna say you have to water this. I'm just gonna spin it around so that you all can see what's going on. I have not done a Greenstalk update because I didn't really feel as if I had anything to really say. But as you can see, I do have some plants that are growing. The onions that I originally placed in, they're getting some growth on them. They're doing well. The herbs, I've been harvesting these herbs like crazy. Some things did not germinate. I planted some herbs in here and I watered it this morning, and now the herbs are laying down. Let me pick those babies up. I have some Moroccan cilantro in here and I don't want it to die because the water stream was a little too high. My apologies, baby. But I did plant this up with more herbs because either my seeds were old, which you all know I have been sowing old seeds, or I didn't water it enough. But as you can see, I'm hoping that you all can see as I turn it, I did not have full germination of my Greenstalk. And again, I'm going to say only once, maybe twice, that I apologize for my wind chimes. It is windy this morning. As you can see, the plants are blowing in the wind. But for what I have growing in here, it has grown relatively well. The onions are picking up. They're looking stronger. I think they just needed time. They didn't like the heat. My basil has really taken a hit. I need to get that out. It's time for me to remove it. I do have some basil over here. The purple basil really enjoyed this space. So that's this Greenstalk. So I did pot it up. I don't know if I have anything germinating up here. Can you all see? I do apologize. Doesn't appear that I do, but these were really, really, really tiny seeds. Thyme and what's this? Thyme and toothache plant in this one. I apologize, y'all. Toothache plant, thyme, and thyme. These seeds are really tiny, so it may take them some time to actually germinate. But the first thing I see is the Moroccan cilantro. So that's nice to see. That's the first thing of all the seeds that and I do apologize for my camera skills. Y'all know I can't hold my camera with my hand and look at what I'm doing. But that's the first thing that I've seen germinate. I put several seeds in here and only 2 have germinated. So, but that's fine because all you need is something like this. This is sweet marjoram, and I think this is one plant. So that's all you really need. And again, apologize for me holding the camera. Let me put this camera on the tripod so we can do a better job here. So this one doesn't have anything in it. I did not pot it up, but I did water everything in this morning, and I did find something in here that I did not sow. And I don't know what that is. I'm going to let it grow to see if I can figure it out. But I didn't sow any seeds in this. I did fertilize it. I did pot it up with the same potting medium that I used in this one. The only difference here is that I didn't have any, did I put any worm castings in here? I can't remember, but we're going to do that. So let me grab a handful of worm castings from out from up under one of my pots, and I'll put some worm castings in here, and we'll go from there. We'll start potting it up. I was working on a project the other day when I noticed that when I move this pot, there's lots of earthworm evidence, and there's actually earthworms in here. So what I'm going to do is all of this beautiful soil, there's an earthworm right there. This is all earthworm evidence. When you see stuff like this is earthworms. There's a couple of roly-polies as well. I don't want those. You're taking your chance to possibly get some roly-polies. So I am, and also maybe an earwig or two. I don't want that. But I am going to take this little bit right here with the worm. Can you all see that worm right there? And I'm going to place this in my Greenstalk. Boop, just like that. Now I'm only going to put it in one pocket on each level, and that worm will do what it do. I already put a worm in this second pocket over here, but I am going to get some worm castings, plop it in there, and do the same thing with the rest of the pockets. Just one pocket. They'll figure their life out and start eating all the matter that they need to eat in here. And before you know it, this will be nice and fertilized. So let me get some more worm castings, and I'll be right back. This wind is so rude today, but the temperature is cool. Again, I do apologize. My tripod is on the ground, but it's wavering because the wind is so high, so vicious. It's rude. Apologies. But what I'm sowing today are lettuces. That's why I purchased this second tower, because lettuces don't have a huge root mass. So it didn't make any sense to me to take a 5-gallon bucket and take that real estate up by sowing lettuces. So what I've done is I have gone through, I've got lots, as y'all can see. I can't even close this thing. Them on the ground. So I've already made my labels. Let me take them out, put them on the table, and I'm going to place them in the pockets and then just randomly go through, pull the seeds, and plop them in. So let's get started sowing some lettuces. A lot of different varieties of lettuce. We're going to eat this fall, y'all. We're going to eat. I have placed my labels randomly in the pockets. No rhyme, no reason. The entire Greenstalk is not planted up. But what I might do is plant 2 pockets versus just the one. That sounds like a good idea. We'll see as we go along. The first seed I'm going to sow is shiso. Can you all see that? It's a red and a green variety. This seed needs to be soaked 12 to 24 hours. So let me go get the seed because I totally forgot. They're in the house. Be right back. I picked the wrong day to want to sow some seeds, but I'm off work, so today's the day, right? Here is the shiso that I soaked in water. Now, it says 12 to 24 hours, and that's how long they've been in this container. They have plumped up a great deal. I don't know. The sun is out, so you all cannot see. So we're not even going to try that. But you can see the seeds in there, and they were not as fat as they appear on the screen. Hope you all can see that. So what I'm going to do is I have a trowel over here on the table. I do apologize. Today is all natural day. We doing it how we doing it. So I'm going to move some soil. I've already moistened this green stalk. I moistened it down already. I didn't want to put these seeds in dry soil. So I just shifted that soil around, and I'm going to pour these seeds right into the pocket, hoping they fall in, which they did not. Let's see if I can tap them out. All but one wants to play ball. Get in there, little seed. There we go. And I'm going to just flick a little bit of soil over the top of those seeds, like so. Then I'm going to take my little bowl, my little cup, and I'm just going to press down lightly so that those seeds have contact with that soil, just like that. Because you want your seeds to have contact with the soil. And when you do that, try to make sure that you're not picking the seeds up and taking them away by whatever you're using to press them down. Not every seed I sowed in water. Some seeds I sowed in water. Let me put that. No, I need the trowel. My brain is scattered today, y'all. I'm sorry. This wind is just doing too much for me. But these seeds are watercress. So I'm going to sow the watercress right here in this pocket. Let me show y'all. Let me bend this down so you all can see that it's not too close. I am going to flick a little bit of the soil out of the way. Rest my trowel on the top. And this is the watercress. I hope you all can see. I hope the sun is not too bright. I've never had watercress before. I read the packet. It seems to be something that's a little peppery. I don't really care for hot salad, but we're trying to eat. I had the seed. The seed is an older seed. I bought it sometime this year because it says 2024, so it's not that old. But I tried growing it earlier this year. It did not grow. Now, the wind is blowing my tripod. My apologies. I hope that the seeds don't blow everywhere. They're very small, and the wind is blowing. So, oh my goodness, this might be a task. My word. I'm just going to put a couple of them in there. I'm going to put a couple more because these are very tiny seeds. Very tiny seeds. You have to be really careful when you're sowing seeds outside when it's windy like this, because your seeds will end up in places where you don't want seeds to go. And it's quite possible that's how that one thing that's growing in this particular green stalk got in there, because the seeds blew. Now, this particular seed is so tiny, I am not going to cover that up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lightly mist it in with some water, even though that is moist. I'm going to mist it in. I'm going to move on to the next seed, and that is corn salad. Now, I have never grown a corn salad, and the corn salad is actually up in this pot. So let's move y'all up. I don't have my very tall tripod outside with me today, so you all can't see me sowing the seed in the soil, and I do apologize for that. But I am sowing corn salad. I hope you all can see that. I've never eaten a corn salad. I think this is an old seed. Let's take a look. It says 2020. So yeah, this hasn't even been opened. Sometimes I purchase seeds thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to need that. Oh, I think something's gotten into my eye. Oh my word. This is a pretty big seed. Let me come over there and show y'all how big this seed is. Can you all see that seed in there? Can y'all see that? Probably not. Let me try to pour a few in my hand. Hopefully the wind doesn't take them. Can y'all see that seed? That's what I'm going to put in the corn salad bucket. It is not the best day to sow seeds. I am trying to get it in, y'all. Trying to get it in. So that's the corn salad. It says 47 days to harvest. It's container friendly. It can be sown from August to November. Well, January through April, and then August to November. I could have been sowing this all along, but I wasn't. It's been sitting in this bag, just collecting dust. So I'm going to flick over the soil, and then I'm going to take, I know I've got a little cup over here somewhere on the table. I'm going to take this cup and I'm going to just tamp down the soil so that there is contact. I don't want those seeds to not have contact. Now I'm going to speed this up because you all don't want to sit here and watch me sow all these seeds, but I'm going to sow a few more. Now, this Merlot lettuce, I hope you all can see that, was a free seed. I have harvested some seeds, but I also have some seeds over on the plant. So I'm going to go over there, harvest the rest of the seeds, and drop them in here. And hopefully we'll get some Merlot lettuce. And I hope you all can see that. Let me come closer so you all can see that. Can you all see that? I know the sun is pretty bright, but Merlot lettuce. That's what I'm sowing next. I will probably have Merlot lettuce everywhere because this right here, this is not it. I am going to take these bits off, but no, I'll have to use the sowed seed that I have in the bucket. This is not, that's not it. So I will probably have Merlot lettuce all over the garden in the spring, but that's the price you pay when you don't harvest your seeds, y'all. It turns into nothing. So yeah, there's that. Now, because I did not harvest my seed when I should have harvested my seed, I am going to use what I have here. Now, this seed I know is probably really old. It was a free seed that I got. I haven't ordered from this company in quite some time. I have been ordering from other places, picking them up in stores. I got stuff just flying around everywhere. My goodness. This wind, y'all, I'm sorry. This is ridiculous. It's not the best day to do this. I may have to stop this video and start over. Or you know what? No, I'm going to leave it because this is real life and y'all need to see real life, right? This is not made for TV movie magic. So this is Frost Hardy, and it doesn't tell me when I got this seed for free. So I don't know how old it is, but I know it ain't fresh. It's not fresh. So I'm just going to take a few of these seeds. Hopefully I'm not spreading them everywhere. Let me step over on this side so the wind doesn't get me. Oh, that's a few. I don't need that many. And I'm just going to spread them out in the pocket like that. Oh, the bee is trying to get me, y'all. I cannot just come outside and be myself. They won't let me be great out here. It's not the bees, it's the mosquitoes, it's the flies. Can't be great. So I am going to speed this up because you all have seen me sow some seeds and my camera is rocking like it's a hurricane about ready to come. So let me speed this up and I'll be right back. Today is an awful day to sow seeds. I've already lost a little pot of seeds. The wind just blew it right off the table. So yeah, I'm having to resort to the packet. And that is some red Verona chicory and some white chicory. Now this chicory, the white one, you can use the root or chicory root tea. So this is a twofold. I'm going to put this in the moringa pot. I think it can spare some space. This is my moringa right here. Let me show y'all how beautiful. There are two in this pot. I need to start harvesting it. It's growing so well I haven't wanted to. But let me show you the full view of how beautiful this is. This is my moringa pot, one of two. And look how tall this baby is. Isn't she beautiful? She's probably not going to give me any seeds, but I'm hoping that she comes back in the spring and will be twice as tall next year and begin to give me some seeds. So let's get planting some chicory. I hope you all can see it is not the best time to sow seeds, but I woke up this morning with seed sowing on my mind. I went to bed last night with seed sowing on my mind, and so seed sowing was going to happen either way. So I do apologize for the quality of this video, but this is real life, and sometimes it's not made for TV magic. So what I'm going to do is just move the compost and the wood chip, because I've already put compost on my pots already, trying to get a jump on feeding everything. Now, I've already fed this pot, but what I am going to do, I just decided I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of fertilizer right on top of the soil. That way these seeds have a fighting chance. So let me get that fertilizer and I'll be right back. This is bone meal, blood meal, azomite rock dust, and osmocote. And I'm just going to sprinkle it right here where I'm going to place the red chicory. You all probably cannot see that. I've had these seeds for quite some time. I'll probably need to purchase more, but I'm just going to put a few of them here. They're tiny seeds. I don't know if, matter of fact, I'm going to just put all of them in here. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I do. And I'm trying to eat, y'all. I'm going to place all of them in here in the hopes that I get germination. I'm just going to flick over a little bit of that mulch. And on the opposite side that you all probably cannot see, let me see if you all can see. I'm on the opposite side. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to move the mulch and the compost to the side, trying to get down to the soil level. I hope you all can see. Y'all probably only see the tree, so I do apologize. Let's see if I can get y'all a better vantage point. I hope you all can see. What I'm doing is, again, putting some fertilizer on top of that soil, just like so. And I do have these. These are the white chicory. They've been soaking. They're supposed to soak 12 to 24 hours, so I really don't have any high hopes for the seeds that I lost. I really don't, but we'll see how it works. We shall see. I'm going to water those in very well. I've already watered the soil, but I'm going to water it again. And I'm going to just flick over a little bit of that mulch and soil back on top. Not too much. I'm going to take my little cup and press down so that there is contact with the soil medium, just like that, giving them a fighting chance. And so I got soil in there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my watering wand and I'm just going to spray this down with some water. Hopefully it's not going to push the seeds down too far, but I want to make sure that I'm trying to do the best job of getting food. I have the watering wand. I'm just going to put it on mist. I'm just misting it. I'm not really spraying it down heavily. I don't want to displace the seeds, but I do want to make sure that the seeds that I just sowed are going to get wet. So I'm just misting. Now I'll do the same thing on the other side, even though I don't feel as if it needs it, but I will anyway. Mist, just like so. There we go. And that's it. The very last seed I'm going to sow today, and I do apologize for my shadow, is I'm going to take this Malabar spinach pot and I am going to sow some Bloomsdale spinach. If I hit the camera with my hat, I do apologize. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to sow some spinach along the edges because I remembered I put some Malabar spinach seeds in this pot already. So I don't want to do a lot of disruption. So I'm just going to plant along the edges. Now I did not water this pot, so let me sprinkle some water on this pot before I sow my seeds. These are some really old seeds. I don't know if they're going to germinate. They're really big seeds. I hope you guys can see that right there. They're very big seeds. Put them in some water and let them soak. I'm hoping that I get some germination, hoping that they didn't sit too long. Like I said, the other seeds needed 12 to 24 hours of soaking, and I wasn't trying to come out here more than once and sow seed, so I just soaked everything. Now, I don't remember if I put any fertilizer in the bottom of that, so I'm going to do it now. I'm just going to put a little bit of fertilizer on there, give it a fighting chance, like so. And now I'm just going to flick over some soil and some mulch, and that'll be it. This wind has not been gracious. I have lost seeds on the ground somewhere on the patio. My tripod has been flying around in the wind, and I just don't feel as if I want to continue. I want to thank you for joining me in this extremely windy garden today. The video just seemed to not come together how I would have liked. That's the second video in about a week that has not come together like I would have liked. So I do apologize for that. But I have sewn up several pockets of my second Greenstalk. Not all of them are sewn in. I do have a number of pockets on all levels that are empty. And what I might do is succession plant some lettuce. So I'm not going to stress about that. Yeah, I think I'll succession plant some lettuce. I'm going to use this as a cut and come again, but I will probably succession plant since I do have time. But I want to show you something else that I've been sowing as well as lettuce that I did, I want to say 2 nights ago. So let me show you. Before I wrap my video up, you can't see anything here, but I sowed a bunch of radishes in this container. So we'll see if radishes come up. I've also watered this in, so we'll see what comes out. I'm not a radish fan, but I did use this raised bed over here, and I sowed radishes over here as well, several different varieties. Same with the pot that I just showed you, a gourmet blend. This is a gourmet blend. I sowed a champion over here. I sowed a cherry giant over here, and I sowed some French breakfast all in here. Nothing has come up yet, but it's only been like maybe a day or two. And so this is what's going on up here. I'm not a radish fan, but I had the seeds. They were old, and I felt like, okay, we want to eat. Let's put some radishes in. Let's stop playing, and let's see what we can get out of this container. I want to thank you for joining me in this very windy garden. I hope you enjoyed today's video as the camera continues to sway in the wind. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, share the video, leave me a comment, and most of all, I hope to see you either in my kitchen or my ever-growing food forest real soon. You just can't be great sometimes, y'all. Sometimes things happen. Bye for now. You ever find yourself in the garden thinking you're done, and then you realize you still have more seeds to sow? Well, that's what happened. I'm not done yet. Hang with me, y'all. I'm not done yet. So I decided to put some bok choy in here. You all know I still have some open spots. So I have 3 varieties. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 4 varieties of bok choy, and I have a choy that I grew that I don't quite know what it is. Save seed. I'm not going to put this one in, but I am going to put the others in that I know what they are. And so I'm going to start out with the tatsoi. And again, I apologize for the wind. It is just horrible today. But today is the day that I'm putting in seeds. So today is the day that we're going to have to deal with the wind. So I'm going to take a tag from over there, and I'm going to use this as a trowel. So I'm just moving some soil around. Got a stick in here, so we're going to take this stick out, toss it over there. Tatsoi is a pretty big bok choy, so I'm going to try just put 2 seeds in here and see how it goes. Again, I'm going to use this as a cut and come again. This is a 45-day variety. It is frost tolerant. So let's hope I can get 2 seeds out of here without the wind making a fool of me. And I got 2 seeds. Hopefully that will work. If it doesn't germinate, doesn't survive, I will plant more. But 2 seeds because this gets really big. I'm going to flick over a little bit of soil like that. And I don't have a cup. Oh yeah, I do. I have a cup over here. I saved one because I knew that I wanted to finish planting these. I'm going to press it in. And that is the tatsoi. I also have a purple lady bok choy that I would like to sow. I really love the color of the purple lady bok choy. It is really very beautiful. Let's see if this is it. Yep, this is it. Purple lady. Again, I'm going to take the tag. What did I do with it? Here it is. I do apologize. I'm not ready for today, y'all. This wind really has thrown me for a loop. The wind, losing seeds, all that. That is not fun. I have never lost seeds before, and the seeds just fell down. So there's a possibility of chicory growing somewhere over here. But this is my purple lady bok choy. These seeds are old. They were packaged in 21. Again, I love the look of purple lady. I'm going to put just a couple in here. I'm going to try to get out 4. We'll see. I got out a few more than 4, but we'll see how they go. And if I need to succession plant, I will. Again, the reason why I bought this tower is to grow leafy greens in it. Because leafy greens, they don't need a lot of root space. All right, pressing it down. So I'm just going to put this up here. That way I'm not continuing to cross over you all, which is what I'm continuing to do. Let's see. And I have a tiny bok choy. It is a hidu tiny bok choy. And I'll show you the packet. I don't even know why they even make this. It's so little that I never really know when to harvest it. It's just so tiny. Can you see that? It is so tiny. So let's see here. Let's find what I did with the tag. Nope, that's not it. That's something else. What's this? Yep, this is it right here. I know you all can't see, so let me turn you all down so that you can see this. Is the container or the pocket that I'm working on right now. And this is the little bok choy that I've had for quite some time that I'm going to put in here. Now, I do have a few seeds. I don't have like a whole ton, but I do have a few. So I'm going to put just a few in here because this particular bok choy is very, very tiny. So I'm just going to liberally sow them in there like that. And I am going to use this Greenstalk for my leafy greens. And we'll see how it works out. That's the only reason why I bought it. I know there are people who grow potatoes and carrots and all kinds of really interesting root vegetables and peppers and tomatoes, and I just don't want to do that with my Greenstalk. I have space in the garden already allotted for that. So we'll see. Maybe over time I may feel differently, but right now this is how I feel. And I hope you all can hear me. The wind, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how many times I can say this wind is just kicking me in the hind parts. I have one last choy to sow, and I need to find, here it is right here over on this side. Let's turn this around so you all can see. This is the pak choy. The pak choy is also a fairly big variety of choy. You all can see how big it is. It's 30 days to harvest. So actually only one really should be in here because it's going to be massive. And I only have a few little seeds left. So I'm going to try to put 2 in here. That's a tiny, tiny seed. Uh-oh. I'm going to try to put 2 seeds in here to see if I can get, I can't seem to get this to work for me. Uh-oh. I thought my phone was going to fall down. Sorry about that, y'all. Can I have my phone falling and breaking? So, excuse all the noise in the background. It's windy. I know I've said it a million times in this video, but it's windy. So I'm going to take the little stake and flick over some soil just lightly. And then I'm going to take the cup that I have up here, press it in. And I am going to take the mister on my water hose and mist all of this down. I've already watered the soil prior to sowing, but I'm going to mist it in. I meant what I said. I said it, and I meant what I said. This is the end of the video. Thank you for hanging out with me, y'all. I hope you enjoyed all my seed sowing for today. I'll see you next time.